in return. Still definitely worth it. Pugna was a farming hero. Shadow Demon being a support, easily a good trade, and a fantastic block by him, I've got to say.
Yeah, and meanwhile, the rest of the orange team, they're going to get a Tier 1 tower at top. Mushi's actually pressuring on at bottom. Mushi going for treads and 2 null talismans, just to give him the mana pool he needs to help make sure he can cast that ultimate. I mean, often we say Queen of Pain's not getting ultimate early on because of mana problems. But when you go for this 2 null talisman build with the intel treads, there's plenty of mana to be used, and that's a nice early game build coming from Mushi. As Orange, I mean, I definitely think they're looking to be as solid as always right now.
Yeah, well, I mean, Windrunner has almost got a mech up and running, and if that should get that about 12 and a half minutes, that will be a really, really tough item to beat them, just because it's going to give her team so much extra, give her a lot of survivability. Sankey now in some trouble, he's got Barrow Strike up, gets hit by the Venomous Gale anyway. Netherblast going to chase off the Enigma very low after getting hit in the face by that. And of course he's squishy because he did rush the hell out of that Blink Dagger. He's got Black Hole up. Could try, if he wants to play risky, he could just try and drop in. But I mean, one of the downsides to this, like the early Blink, is the fact that, well, VS is a natural counter to Enigma. Just the swap. Doesn't matter if you get the big AB, it doesn't matter what the hell you get. As long as VS keeps out of trouble, just swap him out. Every time he goes for the big black hole, just swap out. So I feel that the early Blink Dagger may not pay off as much as they want, but then again, Orange, they do have a good early lead, so he might just use it for just jumping in and setting up attacks like that with his Malithus. There's the damage.
Yeah, no, even the Blink Stun is a very powerful combo. I mean, it makes Enigma sort of as an initiator for picking off one hero. You're not going for the big black holes to hit 3 or 4 heroes, because those don't often happen until you go for those team pushes, which Orange could still look to do soon. They do have that mech coming on Windrunner. Actually, he's just picked it up. And also Venomancer. He's picked up a Vitality boost. I think that's just the tank up. I think he's still going to be making a pipe with this Ring of Health. He just wants to boost up his HP, make himself as hard to kill as possible. Meanwhile, mid lane, Sanking stun in. There's an Epicenter coming. It's not going to be able to catch up all the swap back in though, but Yamate is so damn tanky. He's still got the mech as well. Shackle Shot not going to latch on, but here's Queen of Pain. Takes out one with the help of Venomancer. The VS has gone down. Down goes Sanking. Pugna will drop as well. 3, 4 heroes drop. Only the TPing Invoker surviving.
That banish. Did you see that banish saving Windrunner's ass? Dropping. Just by dodging the magic missile from VS. So damn good. VS trying to catch it, like trying to follow up their really good swap. In the end though, didn't pay off. And a great arrival from Mushi. Really, I think making up for his earlier catastrophes, just completely destroying the Radiant team with that Sonic Wave. Meanwhile, X down to the bottom lane with his Enigma does drop the first tier bottom tower, and right now it looks like they'll get this mid tower as well. Just the Plague Ward spam is just so damn strong, and it's only Love is Sexy. Although actually VS is here as well, along with Orange. A little backup might be able to hold this up. No, not going to happen. This tower will go down as hard as I try. Might be able to sneak in and deny. Yes, VS Jessica dropping that deny in there. A little bit of a screw you, but in the end, I'm pretty sure Orange, they got what they came for.
Yeah, they're quite happy with that tower. They can back off now. They can go for those side lanes or just sort of back off, take out Roshan even, and just get those core items up that they want to push with. There we go. Hood is up on Venomancer. He's now level 11 as well. I mean, all these die heroes getting very, very farmed. And oh, there we go. Shadow Demon. He's bought a gem. Going to be looking to get complete and utter map control. Use that to D-ward and also to make sure that Sanking, Invoker, Mirana don't catch him by surprise with their invisibility spells.
Yeah, I love the early gem. Just when you have when you've already got a strong early game, there's just about nothing you can do to just sort of catapult your early game into middle game just by buying a quick gem and just using it to get that map control. Like you said, so fantastic. When the other team is blind, it's not even if you don't get any kills out, it's just blinding them. Now suddenly they've got to be so damn defensive. Like they already know you're ahead, they already know you're crushing them in the team fights, and now they can't see you. They have no idea where you're going to strike them from, whether or not they need to be worried, whether or not they can farm, even just step out of their base to farm the jungle. It's so damn frustrating just to lose all of your wards like that. So a lot of counter warding going to come now from Orange, and is really going to do wonders for them. Although Shadow Demon has been spotted up. This could be bad. They might even lose his gem. The stun not quite landing. Bateau now being slowed, being poisoned as well. There's the black hole from Nigga catching the VS as well. Scream! Do we have a Sonic Wave? 5 seconds away. Invoker is down, and Mirana in a lot of trouble. Can she get away? Leap is up. She could get out. And the banish here, I believe this is on Sankey. He's in some serious trouble. Burrow strikes up into the high ground. Do they have a ward up to see him? I think they can see him regardless. They must have some kind of
vision. Shadow Poison does give vision.
Right, that's right, yeah.
The Shadow Demon skill. So yeah, I mean, another very convincing team fight. And now Pugna, Mirana need to be careful. Queen of Pain finds Mirana, does leap out, but still in more trouble as in comes Shadow Demon. Does have a disruption soon, and they are going to be looking for this Pugna as well. Can they get all 5 here? They're going to decide against it. Back off, push down this tier 2 bottom tower.
Yeah, they're low on mana. Shadow Demon's adamant. Actually, do they have any arcane boots? I think it's something they are lacking. They have 1 arcane boots and mana. They could do with a second if at all possible, just because they are being a little mana hungry right now. But in the end, not a big deal. Didn't find that ward though. Shadow Demon managed to. Oh, we didn't actually. I wouldn't have gotten close enough rather. But it looks like they might go for this tier 2 bottom tower. Meanwhile, there is pressure being put on top by Windrunner.
Yeah, Windrunner is just forcing them to have 1 or 2 heroes defend the top lane, and they should be able to get this tier 2 bottom tower with little struggle here. I mean, they may sort of try, sort of chip away at it as their forward spirits are going to be coming in from Invoker. Does have the double forward spirits up now. This is something I saw an Invoker being played by a World Elite do yesterday. Only level 1 Invoke, so at level 9 he only has 1 spell. I don't agree with it necessarily, but it's something that I've seen a few pro players do. I mean, you only have 1 spell, but you get those double forward spirits up a bit faster.
I mean, one of Invoker's big draw cards, in fact, he's so damn versatile, so it does mess with it a bit, but I don't know. Well, I guess, like you said, if a pro player's done it, you must have some random reason. I mean, the only time I wouldn't take, watch what a pro player's doing is when Sing Sing is streaming. A little bit dodgy then. It's, oh, Mushi, so screwed.
Bury me in the
Decrep and then a mass nukes. Not much you can do there. Pugner actually going for Roots of Tranquility, also working on a mech. I think Windrunner's got hers by now. Yeah, she's had hers. She's in fact going for the Force. Looks, she's got Staff of Wizardry. I assume a Force Staff is on the way. Then again, StarsBoba. Not StarsBoba, Orange. Orange, as you said earlier, well known for their mass Necrobook strategies, but I'm not seeing mass Necrobook this game. I'm feeling a Force Staff.
Or could go either way for me. I feel like because they're pushing so much early on, they may get it. Meanwhile, bottom lane Pugner in a lot of trouble. The Midnight Pulse, the nukes coming out from Venomancer, shut it in, will get those kills. I think Force Up is the more conventional line, but I feel like Orange, they just love getting their Necrobook so much. It could be what they want to get on that Windrunner, and maybe even on heroes like a hero like actually no, Enigma is going to be going for the BKB here. So we'll see just what they want to get. But right now, Orange complete another control, take out another tier 2 tower, only 1 remaining, and they're backing off. Probably going to go for Roshan at this point.
Oh yeah, Venomancer's managed to finish with his pipe, and he's had the gem swapped to him by the Shadow Demon. He's going, yeah, you know what, you're a lot tankier than I am, you carry that, which is fair enough. And of course, you know, Venomancer's one of those panic button heroes, just sort of drop all your nukes, and then sort of just, he can afford then to back up a bit, and not have to sort of sit in the eye of the storm and really get involved, whereas if you get something like Enigma, he will definitely be very, very much focused down. So I do agree with that, swapping it over to the Veno. Although Windrunner is still up here, holding off this push, sort of. We've got Invoker up here. Those double forward spirits definitely going to hurt if they can get up near that tower. But they will, looks like, yeah, it's going to be very easy rush for them once they start spamming the plague lords a little bit. Should be just fine, although honestly they could do with maybe a little bit more help. Yeah, Mushi going to drop in here and help out as well. I don't know. They should get this. I mean, they should get this.
Oh yeah. With no problems I'll get this, and it doesn't look like the Radiant team are going to react to it. Mushi will probably be the one picking up this Aegis, as he is playing a bit more suicidally than the rest of his team. Currently sitting on 4 deaths and just the 5 kills, but he has played well, despite what his score maybe says. He has been a bit overly aggressive, but it's one of those things where they're in such a good position it hasn't really costed them too much.
And yeah, well, I mean, yeah, the Radiant, they didn't know. They had no idea that was going on. They were completely blinded thanks to that gem, just really messing. I mean, actually, the other reason that a gem is so damn good on Venomancer is just because he can scout them so well. Just like throw wards everywhere and figure out where the hell all the enemy wards are without having to waste up a vision. Sand King just trying to hold off on this top lane. Windrunner gonna push down just a little bit or not. She's actually, I think she's playing a little bit ballsy, but then again, she doesn't need to worry too much. She knows that they don't have vision. They're likely to all be bolted up, so she's not too worried about getting jumped. And I mean, she's happy if they come and engage her right now, but just because her teammates are putting pressure on those bottom racks. So if the Radiant, they go and engage her, she's more than happy to just make them run around and chase her in circles, because it will leave their bottom racks so damn wide open. There's a possible gank. Oh, Sonic Wave! Scream, the slow, and Venomancer, Jessica in a lot of trouble. Not Venomancer, the Vengeful Spirit. They both start with V's. In a lot of trouble, although they might lose X here. Couple of hits there from Bateau, not mentioned dropping thing. Sunstroke not hitting anything. And Sankey ulti.
Gets completely blown.
Oh,
no, and blink out from Enigma.
I think he must have been hit by something.
Venomancer has made it here. And he doesn't have a blink, so
oh, it's true.
It's not like he's going to blink to use anyways. I think he was expecting him to turn around and re-engage, but in the end, now Orange is looking to be more aggressive. They're going to find the Pugner at this top tier 2 tower. They'll probably get this tower as well once they get the kill on the Pugner. They've taken out 2, and they're going to go for this tower now, looking in a very, very good position.
StarsBoba are just in complete disarray at the moment. They had 2 heroes picked up already. In fact, make that 3. Vengeful Spirit did go down, and they lost Marana in there somewhere as well. I didn't see where she went down. And now they're going to have the Dire knocking on their front door. Just going to chip away at this tower. Scythe of the Vice done on the Queen of Pain. Oh boy, just gets worse and worse. Got to think your next item might possibly be a beekeeper, or she might just go for straight damage. Who knows?
Illusion.
But I mean, the way that that Mushi has been diving like crazy against the Radiant side, I almost expect a beekeeper just because it will help him out there just a little bit. Gets smacked in the face by Aaron Morana. Might be able to set something up for a team, although she has a lot of support. And we're still missing Pugna. The banish there going to prevent the Starstorm from doing anything. This Shadow Demon has really been spot on. Really been spot on with his banishes, just saving teammates left, right, and center. Invoker trying to drop the Sunstrike, and they're not doing a whole lot. Pugna firing, dropping the ward. It's only a level. No, it is a level 4 ward actually. Level 2 on the banish. They did crep. Winter taking a lot of damage. So it's Forge Spirits just attack him non-stop, doing so much damage. The stun there from Run drops to Starstorm. Just going to do a little bit of damage. Winter's still okay. No, he gets hit by the Cold Snap. Do we have the mech up? Mech is up though, and a 4-staff as well. He should be just fine. And it was a 4-staff on Yamato. They didn't go for the Necro Book in the end. And now I'm just half expecting Mushi to dive in at a moment's notice and just go for it. Oh, she did. Wait 10 seconds. Got to ult in 10. Might just wait for that.
Yeah.
Enigma also Black Hole and Blink ready to go. They might just pull off and wait for the next wave.
Enigma also very close to that BKB, so just about 300 gold away. If you wait for that, you'll have that BKB. You'll have some more nice teamfight items up. I mean, Queen of Pain does have the Aegis as well, so I think Orange are feeling very, very good about themselves. They want to keep these side lanes pushed down as well, put as much pressure on as possible, not just from the mid lane, from all 3 lanes, and that's what Mushi is doing at bottom lane, getting more farm, as well as going to eventually get this lane nice and pushed out.
Definitely. There's still a smoke. Shadow Demon has been carrying that smoke for quite some time. They just haven't found an opportunity to use it as of yet. I suppose mostly just because, well, once they got that gem out, there was just, well, you got no wards anyway that we need to bypass with the smoke, so not a big deal. Not a big deal indeed. Just looking for Mushi again, sitting on nearly 2k gold wants to get everybody though on the Radiant side, charging up this top lane, gonna try and, I think, just try and quickly take out this tower. Windrunner though responding by nuking down the creep blades from afar. And they will have to drop back pretty soon because there might be some pressure on their bottom racks. Although Shadow Demon and Enigma are sort of breaking off. Not sure dead sure what they're up to at the moment. I think just trying to position themselves between the mid and the bottom lane just so they can counter-attack if necessary. They've got Winter up there in the top lane and Mushi was in the bottom, although it looks like they're all moving in towards the mid lane now.
And Enigma, he's finished his BKB. That's going to be flying out. They've also got a mech coming on someone. They've already got one mech on the Windrunner, so we're going to see a double mech action. I believe that's probably the Shadow Demon doing that mech.
What?
Possibly just a bit of miscommunication, or maybe they've just decided, hey, let's get a second mech, and maybe Windrunner can sell his later on and replace it with a bigger item.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's working towards a Scythe of Vice now. Who knows? Who knows? We'll see. We will see indeed. Yeah, definitely a little odd. And they still, wow, the Radiant team still push all the way. Do they have TPs? Yes, they have TPs, so they can get back at a moment. So it's possibly about to get ganked. Mushi. If anybody's going to go nuts for them. Oh, no, he gets hit by an arrow again. He's attracting those like magnets. He's nuts. Every he flies the road, he's been smacked in the face by those arrows. They realised that there was a ward there and got rid of it.
They're not getting kills, but they are just sort of annoying Orange and slowing down their push and just sort of being a bit of a nuisance. Invoker's gone for a Necrobook here. It's currently sitting on Necrobook 2, but only right now has Necrobook and Boot, so...
Oh, wow.
A pretty underfarmed Invoker.
Yeah, just a bit indeed. Definitely not a conventional Invoker build. Not even close. Shadow Poison again just being used to annoy him somewhat. Although Yellow is dropping, Queen of Pain is dropping back. Not sure where she's off to. Maybe he's going to try and gank bottom looking for Rune. Not dead sure. Looks like she's going to try and pick Rune. It is a haste there. There is a bit of drawing on the map. I think they're communicating they want to do something here. Sand King's thinking about it. He's got a smoke. Nowhere even close to Dagger, but we'll see.
Yeah, and without that Blink Dagger, without a lot of these core items, they have got the mech up on Pugna. I mean, Invoker with a Necrobook 2 will help out a little bit, but for the most part, they are very underfarmed, whereas Orange, the exact opposite going on there. They've got plenty of core items. I mean, Venomancer's sitting on 3k gold when he's already got Vanguard and Pipe.
Oh, wow.
Does have that gem. He can just go for some DPS. If he wants to go for a Manta style, he can. If he just wants to go for an Aghanim Scepter, I mean, the world is open. Here goes another arrow. Going to go searching. Oh, does hit Yamato. Not going to matter too much, though, I think, as Orange is just so tanky. It's so hard to engage. And they've got the lanes pushed out, so they may just try to chip away at this mid-tier 3 tower. There we go. Blink in. There's a Sheepstick on Morana. Morana will go down. Sonic Wave steals the deal. And now Orange popping the pipe, going to look to break on in.
Yeah, an easy pick there, and it looks like she doesn't have enough money to buy back either, so now it's a 4v5 situation. They're going to struggle to see Pugna throwing down yet another ward, managing to decrypt Queen of Pain. She's going to blink out, though, and get away. As it looks like the dice still not ready to engage properly. I mean, they got that pick off there, and then nobody really followed up. Invoker dropping his little minions there, not doing a whole lot. as Orange X has to back up along with Yamato, relatively low, but they're just going to heal up. Do they have an urn? I think somebody's got an urn somewhere. Shadow's got an urn, but no charges on it, unfortunately, so not being particularly useful at the moment. Purple has had to break off. Yellow is back up, though. We've got Mirana back on the scene, and it looks like they might just not have enough tank to keep pushing this, although here comes the Sunstrike, going to do a lot of damage there. Mushi taking a lot of pure damage, also getting hit by the Decrypt. The arrow not hitting him for once, but they're just chipping away at this tower. They will eventually get it. It's very low, 280 health. And they might just break off for the moment, I think. Unless they're planning to land a really big black hole. No, it looks like they are breaking off. They're just getting, you know what, let's keep these other lanes pushing and then come back a little bit later once we've healed up and got all that mana back.
Yeah, and they're probably also a bit worried about this Aegis, which will, I assume, be expiring fairly soon. I think they took out Roshan maybe 7-8 minutes ago. So it's probably another slight concern for them. They also need to keep those side lanes pushed out, which will create more openings to actually break into this middle lane, as they do seem to be grouping up a bit more in mid lane once again. Enigma gone to the jungle though. Queen of Pain doing some farming of her own, up to 4k gold almost, so
wow.
Could get that BKB pretty much right now. Just needs another neutral camp here, just needs 70 more gold. Whereas the rest of Orange, Venomancer's has bought something. What is it going to be? It's going to be a Yasha, so we're going to be seeing either a Manta Style or a Sanjin Yasha. And I think just go for a Manta Style, give him some more pushing power, some more illusions, and just some more summons to just throw at that towers, which they're just slowly chipping away at.
Yeah, I like this from Orange, just continually keeping all the lanes pushed up. Like, you look at StarsBoba, right, they haven't set foot outside of base in so long. Just so damn scared, they've got no vision, they can tell where nothing is, and there's always creep threatening just about every Rax all the time. Very, very smart play from Orange, I believe. I think Venomancer just setting up his ward patrol this close to the base, does not care at all. You know what, there's my ward wall. It's just going to sit here for the rest of the game. Just going to keep the creep on your mid tower for the entire, well, however long it's like. I honestly don't think it's going to go much longer than the next 5 minutes, just because Orange, they're just waiting for the right moment to strike, just waiting for that moment to make their move. I hear the Pugna ward just continuing to drop in this mid lane. I think it's one of the more annoying things, just because they have got quite a few high cost spells, has been hurting, especially the Queen of Pain.
Yeah.
It really stings Mushi.
Yeah, totally agree. That Plague Ward is definitely deterring them from going in and pushing. And even Invoker, you can just chuck the Forward Spirits down. You've got the Howl, you've got the Starfall, you've got a lot of spam coming up from this Radiant team, really helping to deal with this push. And even Sand King is here to be scared. There they go. They pop the pipe. I believe they want to go in this fight. They look for Shuck Shot, not going to get it, but Mushi blinks right in, has his BKB, takes out the Pugna. Going to go for the Invoker next as well. Does have the ultimate. There's a buyback from Pugna though. Mushi needs to be careful. He does have the BKB, but he's getting down very low from pure physical damage as he's going to go down. Does have the Aegis though, so will respawn in just a second. Now it's Orange. They've taken out 2. There was a buyback coming from Pugna now, so it's currently 5v4. And a few of their heroes already using up their ultis. Sand King still is the epicenter, so I feel Orange need to be a bit careful still.
Mushi accidentally killing the Necrobook Warrior. They're taking the feedback. And I've got to say, that was a really good double damage there from Mushi, making the most of it, doing a ton of damage. Now chipping away this Rax, it doesn't look like that StarsBoba have much to try and stop him. Pop his lift though. And do we still have the Enigma still has the black hole, but he's waiting to get him when VS can't swap him out. VS still wisely holding onto that swap. Shackle Shot doesn't quite latch to VS here from the Forge Spirit. And she's going to try to hold him harassed, but they will get this Rax. They managed to clean it up in the end. And you see Enigma just skulking, waiting. He's hoping VS makes a mistake, gets a little bit too close, and he will leap in and set things up. But in the end, they decide, you know what, we've got the Rax, let's just back up. We've got what we came for. No need to overextend and give them any extra money than they need.
Yeah, very true. And right now, I mean, I think, yeah, Roshan is now back up. So they used the Aegis up just before Mushi went down. So some really smart timing from Orange, whether or not that was intentional or not, who knows. But I think, knowing Orange, it probably was timed out well. Mushi quite happy to die there and just respawn. And now, Orange, they're still pushing in. They aren't going to go swing to Roshan just yet. Yamata is at the bottom lane, going to push that out. So I don't think Orange are going to commit too much at mid without the windrunner there.
Although then again, they might go for this Invoker. If the jump on Invoker, put the poison stacks in, but it looks like Orange does have the BKB, pops it, throws down the black hole, catches 3 heroes. Fantastic from him. And unfortunately, the Radiant is getting a little too grouped up in here. Now they can sweep. Well, actually, they don't Creeper in the base. They could sweep bottom. If they've got someone who can tank it, they could sweep bottom if they want to.
They don't have a massive amount of DPS right now. They're fairly limited on what they can do. They could get that range tracks at mid maybe. A bit surprised they don't just take out that range tracks. They've taken out 3 heroes. Those range tracks, I mean, you do need to get it if you want to get those mega creeps. But right now, with Orange's position they're in, they're up by 30k gold now. I'd say it does not matter all too much for them. Yeah,
they're definitely looking so damn strong. They do decide, yo, let's just take that on mid-racks. That range Rax, just clean things up, make it neat and tidy. And meanwhile, Windrunner is pushing down this bottom lane. They're going to be, all the radiants are going to be up. They will be lacking I won't have that black hole, but honestly, Poison Nova gone as well. Alright then. This could be a little bit rough, but they do have Mushi's ult, and of course Mushi with a BKB now very, very dangerous. In fact, another 2.8k, nearly 3k in the bank. And Pugner throwing down that ward, just trying to nuke down this creep by doing absolutely nothing next to the pipe. He is managing this life steal. That Venomance gets hit by the Malphus. He's in a lot of trouble. Hops the mech, gets hammered by Scream. Shackle shot on Murata, and there's the ult there. The Sonic Wave going to take out both those heroes. It's a double kill for Mushi. He's on a godlike streak right now, and it's going to be all over for StarsBoba. We're going to say it here and now. In fact, Mushi just going to jump on the video. Can he make it beyond godlike now? Swap out though from the BS. He will go down. Enigma though taking that kill. And the Cold Snap doing a lot of damage there to Mushi. Not going to dive there into the base for it, although the Poison, a lot of damage, not enough though. But they will clean up these racks.
Yeah, both bottom and mid racks is being taken out. 4 racks lead now for Orange, as they are looking very, very good. And they've been really in some top... I mean, they're just playing really well the last few weeks. I mean, they're just in great form right now. And I feel like it's going to take a really strong team to defeat them.
Yeah, I mean, if they keep up this form in August, going to August, they keep up this form, they're definitely going to be one to watch at the International. I will be keeping an eye on them. I hear Winrunner just chewing away towers because you can. But yeah, this is pretty much over for StarsBoba. And sadly, despite being a crazy strong team in Dota 1, they haven't really been able to replicate the same success in Dota 2 as of yet. But you know what? There's a lot of time to train and practice. And even if they don't get invited this year, there's always next year.
Yeah, absolutely. As we're going to see Orange just clean up here. And it's going to be pretty much a matter of time. Now, I think Orange, I think they've lost 1 game in their group. I think currently they're sitting on 2 or 3 wins with 1 loss. They lost to LGD.
Ah, that's right, yes.
That was when they had the Queen of Pain Windrunner. Mushi played Queen of Pain. He played a really great game, but in the end, LGD just were a bit better strategically.
Yeah, LGD definitely an extremely strong team to watch out for as well. See how they do. Of course, Group B, Group of Death, a ton of it, really crazy strong teams. But guys,
yeah,
you've been watching the Gigabyte Dota Masters. This has been StarsBoba on the rating up against Orange on the die, and Orange just proving why they are a team to be feared. So damn strong. Just cleaning this one up. And we do have another game coming up though, so stick around. What is up next? I think it's Mineski. No, Mineski versus... Yeah, it was Mineski versus Dreams, and AL versus Ritter is the last game for tonight.
AL versus Ritter is not tonight.
Oh, isn't tonight?
That's already been played. That was from last week, maybe. You're probably looking at the wrong week.
Yeah,
you're looking at last week.
No, Mineski versus Dreams is the last... Oh, no, it's only 4 games for tonight. Oh, my bad.
Yep, only 4 games tonight. Mineski versus Dreams. We've got an all-Filipino showdown. And a bit of a grudge match as well, as one of Mineski's players has left and joined Dreams.
That was Jules,
he's going to be
wasn't it?
Yep, he's joined Dreams, or he's been kicked out from Mineski.
Yeah, it's sort of a final screw you from Mineski, although I'm not sure how much was a kick out and just more of a, I'm actually going to go and join Dreams now. But guys, thanks for watching. Stick around. We hope we will have a game coming. At the very least, Mineski have said they will be here. But take it with a grain of salt. We'll see.